Anyway.
Yeah, go ahead, Charles.
Well, I was here back in the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
And people started saying that they're seeing things out at the TNT area. I went out there myself. I took a walk during the daytime through the whole thing.
Right.
By all the igloos. And I'll be truthful with you. It was creepy. I was a little not afraid, you know. I could hear every little cricket out there. But Mothman, after everybody started saying they saw him, they, hey, give him a little interview. He's the chief now. Anyway, back in the 60s when everybody was looking for him out there. I never actually saw him, but there was half a dozen said they did. So we went along with what they said. One of them said he climbed on the hood of his car. I heard this woman said. Anyway, it just kept going on, and then all at once this movie came out, Mothman Prophecy. And excuse me, sorry. No problem. We started taking people out. Jeff here at Mothman Museum even put a bus together and take them out on bus rides to the area. I'll tell you a real funny story. I was out there one time with half a dozen Japanese people that came over to see the Mothman. They had Godzilla and all that, but they wanted to come check out the Mothman. So I took them out there, and we was going by the igloos, and one of them said, can we go inside? And I said, yeah, but it's dark. And I said, you're on your own. I'm not going to say you can't do it. Anyways, about half a dozen of them went in the igloo. Well, I didn't know it. There's about a half a dozen turkeys and cranes in there. And when those guys all went in, walked right on top of them before they realized what was happening, and all those birds started doing this and screaming. And those guys come flying out. It took me a half hour just to find a couple of them. They were going all directions. I never got over that.
That's funny.
But that is a funny story. But anyway, it's been going ever since. That was back in the 60s.
Okay.
Now we're busy every day with the Mothman. People here, I'm not kidding, every day. Like right now, you can't look over there, there's people over there. And I don't care if it's 10 below zero, they're out there. And we haven't stopped. It just keeps getting better and better. We filled all the buildings, getting the new river museum right there. Just hopping little town. I don't see any slowing down. Even in the COVID, we didn't even know we had COVID. I mean, I didn't. Maybe a day or two, everybody put their mask on, everybody took them off right after that. And, it's a very entertaining and good place to live, visit. Just a nice town.
And what's your affiliation with the town?
Well, I was the Main Street director. There he is now.
Okay.
But I was the Main Street director for 20 years. Mm-hmm. We built all of the riverfront and brought in the Mothman. That's going to be beautiful. It's the River Museum. It's going to have all kinds of showcases and things that actually move.
Well, that's awesome.
Beautiful. But it's just an everyday thing now. Normally you can't find a parking place. I don't like. I have to take my car around back during the day so that somebody will have a parking place. It's a nice little town. And you know, this town was built back in 1890s.
Well, we appreciate your time and everything for talking to us about some of the history of this Point Pleasant here and everything. And
where you from again?
We're from Southern Illinois. That's where we're from. So yeah, we're just kind of out, and we decided to come down this way and check it out. We've always seen about it, heard about it, So that's why we're here.
Well, Chicago tried to steal him.
Really?
Well, yeah, they said he was up there. Well, so did Logan. I said, I told him, you got the wrong bird. We know our birds.
Well, that's awesome. Well, thank you again. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
If you look for the TNT Igloo parking, it'll lead you to Potter's Creek Road. Now down this road, there's multiple areas that you can pull in and out of to look for the TNT bunkers. One of the most popular ones down this road, you can go on the left and right side, and there's multiple ways. And I do believe, we haven't checked yet, but I believe there's, someone said around 100 bunkers here. Whether if that's true or not, I'm not sure. I haven't seen it for ourselves. So, but anyway, you come in and you can go down one of these outlets down here, and it'll basically look something like this. Just come down here and it'll look just like that. And then you can come up to the entrance, and if you look on YouTube, you see multiple videos that show this guardrail. So this is like the main entrance, or like the most popular entrance, I assume, to this place. And then right by it, you'll know it because you'll see that boggy area right there with water. So you can just come on down this way and we'll see if we can find these igloo domes.
The elusive Mothman habitat.
This is it. This is where he's known to reside. Surprisingly, it's not very littered here. For as many people as come out here and everything, it's really pretty clean back here.
There's one there.
Man, that is really overgrown. So these bunkers was used for what?
During World War II, this area was made as designated storage facility and transport for, I believe, a lot of like artillery shells for the Navy and a lot of heavy ordnance explosives. They did have one bunker explode one time, and it just absolutely just dissolved into pieces.
Wow. This is really tight down through here. Holy crap.
All of these bunkers were overgrown on purpose to hide them in case the Japanese or Germans knew of their location and tried to do an aerial bombing on them, so they wanted to hide them as much as possible.
Let's see how big these turn knobs are. I mean, I got a pretty big hand, and these doors, how tall you say these doors are?
I'd say maybe about 8 feet.
I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but the acoustics is like really insane.
Yeah, the acoustics in these domes are extremely loud. Hello! Like even your footsteps just... Like that's just me barely stomping my foot. pretty much like a man-made
Port.
I guess acoustic port.
This camera ain't picking nothing up in here. Like shine your light on the wall, let's maybe we.
Yeah, they said now a lot of teenagers around the area and stuff will come out here and party in these domes, litter it, raise all kinds of hell. Big jumbo can of Rust-Oleum.
Good God, that's a big can.
And that's a gloss enamel. Well, that's why they were using that. Here's more cans. Cans everywhere.
Is there any paint left in them?
I don't believe so.
Here's the second entrance down that main entrance down here. So this one's not as quite as grown over. You can walk straight up in this one.
Interestingly enough, a lot of these domes now are actually privately leased as like storage units.
Interesting.
Except for the ones, of course, that are, you know, just sort of torn up. Very well taken care of.
Right in the center middle of the dome, you see an airport. Here's the third dome we came across. And each of these openings are separated pretty good, quite a few feet. But as you can see, most of this is way overgrown. If you flew over this, you'd never know this was here. Whoa. Wait a minute. Could that be a feather of the Mothman?
Oh my god.
Is it possible?
Oh my god, there's even droppings.
What? Really? Wow.
My god, he's been here. I'm a little scared now.
Well, I don't know. There's just a bunch of feathers laying around in the droppings. It's kind of got me worried too. I don't know if we should go further. Alright.
Well, we'll find him.
Once you get far down the path, this is the way we've been coming from, you'll see like this little spillway area right here. And you look down there, and it goes quite a ways down there. How much farther this goes, don't know. Guess we'll find out. It's the entrance to number 4. It's number 5.
This one's extremely overgrown.
Oh gosh. Yeah, that's almost like the first one, if not worse. Go get it.
to work overtime on this one.
He gone. It's a bunch of geese out here in this bog. And when we talked to that guy earlier today, he said that a lot of times in these domes, people hear birds and bats and different things that reside in these domes because they're unoccupied, obviously, for long periods of time. Here's another dome. And this is the one that supposedly had the top of it blown off due to it was just leftover TNT or explosives, right?
Yeah, I think it was just improper storage of the explosives, and they ended up detonating and just blowing this whole dome sky high. As you can see, it's now just a hollowed out shell that's overgrown with plants.
So this is the typical size of every dome, but it just doesn't have the top on it. And funny enough, there's still a small acoustic in here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's full of vegetation in here. Who knows how many years this has had the top off of it, but pretty cool. You know, you just got your Swisher Sweets. Random bark and bone fragments. I haven't seen any Mothman footprints. Here's another one. And all these was just down that main entrance. Well, if you look on Google Maps, as I showed you at the beginning, TNT parking. But all these was just down one of the lanes. And as I said before, I believe all those lanes down that road will show the different bunkers down them if you walk down the pass. Not 100% sure, but I think that is the case.
Hey guys, so that's about it. You guys ever have any interest in coming out here and checking out the Mothman or any of the legends, Men in Black or Injured Cold, or even just to come out here and enjoy a nice riverside town with a lot of hustle and bustle, and even a lot of very nice like antiquities and stores along the main street, definitely come check it out. This place is definitely a lot bigger and a lot more busy than what we anticipated.
Don't fall for the stereotype of what you think of.
Yes, we thought it was going to be a lumberjack town and just very small, but no, there is hustle and bustle here, and it's non-stop. But definitely come check it out if you guys have time, or if you guys are even over this way. definitely make sure to do that. We've had a lot of fun here, and thanks again, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Hey everybody, thanks for checking out our channel, Paranormal Riders. We got more videos coming soon, so stay tuned. We appreciate the support. Thanks.